Hey look, I'm still alive, somehow. Where have I been? Among other places, I have been on the set of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's new film, Don Jon's Addiction. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is starring in this film, but it's also his first film as writer and director. And it also stars Scarlett Johansson and Julianne Moore. And is produced by Ram Bergman, who is special to me because he produced the films of Rian Johnson. So somehow I got selected to be a background actor on this project, which is fantastic, because if there's a few things that I'm good at, they are walking around, doodling, and pretending to text. You know, when you go to parties, but you don't actually want to talk to people or do anything, and it's just awkward, so you just sit there and write text, but you're not really. That's odd. I can't specifically talk about the content of the scenes that we were filming because, but I was close enough to the camera and to the actors to be able to see all of the crew interacting with each other and Joe's directing style. And I'm glad to report that he is every bit as great of a guy in person as he seems to be on screen. He was constantly thanking us extras for being there and joking. Did I press record? I did. That wasn't a hit record joke, I just couldn't remember. He's constantly thanking the extras for being there and joking around with the cast and the crew. He knew all of the PAs by name, and he just kept up this very high energy, excited optimism the whole time we were on set, which was great because that was from about 5 p.m. till 6:30 in the morning. And even after that, Joe took the time to come greet all of the extras and take pictures with us and do a little impromptu Q&A session. So now a recreation of my brief conversation with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. What inspired you to tell this specific story? What specific story? I mean, how much do you know? Well, I hear you're addicted to pornography. Well, that's true. By which I mean the character, not you personally. Laugh, 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 laugh. How do you do a Joseph Gordon-Levitt impression? He laughs a lot. And right. And then he told me about the theme of the film, which deals with objectification, not just of women, but of all sorts of things in our daily lives. And he talked about where that theme comes from, the importance of introspection and looking deep inside yourself for the story that is important to you, and then just saying screw everything else and sticking specifically to what speaks to you. On this topic, he recommended a book to me that Ryan had actually recommended to him, which I have, of course, ordered and will be reading shortly. But I've been thinking a lot about that ever since. And since it's been a week of very little sleep and a lot of David Lynch movies, I've been in this really weird, swampy headspace trying to wrap my mind around some big abstract ideas, and I think a new screenplay is starting to emerge from that. I finished filling up another moleskin, and I started another, and I've been writing on my window. That's probably a good sign. More on that later. On the topic of I cannot remember if I hit record. I think I'm going insane. My undergrad thesis film, The October Crisis, is now online, free, available for your viewing right now. So I don't know what you're doing. You should pause this and go watch that. Put it up online to hopefully get some sort of snowball effect going, get people talking about it and watching it and recommending it to friends, and hopefully eventually writing about it and showing it to people that might be able to do something with it or me. Also, I applied to intern for the High King of Vlogging, Zay Frank, so you should get on Twitter and tell Zay that he should hire me. Really, that's just in everyone's best interest. Feel free to follow me on Twitter for more witticisms and snappy one-liners, and click over here to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, click down here in the doobly-doo to go watch The October Crisis at www.theoctobercrisis.com. Leave a comment here or on the Vimeo page letting me know what you think, and I will see you next week. Yogalates.